Coming up in the news, officials of the Grand Bahama Power Company defending its application for a rate adjustment. Also, downtown Freeport set for a massive comeback. And a group of travel agents exploring Grand Bahama. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Shashina Wolf-Parkinson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news this evening, the Grand Bahama Power Company is on the defensive tonight, explaining the reason for its rate adjustment application. This coming following strong backlash after the company announced that they had applied to the Grand Bahama Port Authority, its regulator, to adjust base rates. But since then, the government has issued a statement of its own stating unequivocally that any increase to any portion of the customer's bill will not be supported. Well, tonight, the Chief Operation Officer of the power company is coming forward to speak on the issue. The Grand Bahama Power Company admits that there has been many concerns coming in since the announcement of the application to the Port Authority to adjust base rates. The Chief Operating Officer, Nikita Mullings, in a sit-down interview with ZNS News, was candid about the backlash from the public and GBPC's stance.
Prior to the filing of the rate adjustment, we would have been aware and planned and prepared to be able to address some of the concerns from the business community, some of the concerns from our general service large industries, to better be able to provide them with the knowledge that they need to understand the why or what the rate application entails and how that would impact them.
She says this is in alignment with the regulatory framework,
which we are required to file every 3 years with our regulator. We have not filed for a rate adjustment since 2016 after Hurricane Matthew.
The government making it clear last week that they will not support any increase at this time. Communications Director Cleopatra Russell says the company is aware of the state of Grand Bahama and why so many are against the rate adjustment.
I think it's just important for our customers to understand that our commitment day to day is to provide them with the level of customer service that they've become accustomed to. That level of customer service has cost us more as a result of Dorian, as a result of the pandemic. We see this every day at the gas pumps, at the grocery store, at the lumber store. The reality is that the business side of Grand Bahama Power Company wants to ensure that we are able to provide cost-effective, reliable energy to our customers, and it is costing us more to get that energy to our customers' homes and to our customers.
Here's the breakdown of the proposed structure.
42% of our customers will not see an increase. 42% of our customers have the potential to actually see a decrease. What we did is we did look at being a progressive utility and aligning our rate application with the National Energy Plan that encourages energy efficiency.
She explains that the rate application has not yet been approved by the regulator, and there is a 45-day public consultation on the regulatory process. Well, these officials say, here's what happens next.
So as a Grand Bahamian, I am aware and I do understand the cost of electricity and how it impacts our customers. I am committed to ensuring that as a utility, we do our best to manage the costs to have the least amount of negative impact on our customers.
We also have on our website and on our social media pages surveys that we've been asking our customers to participate in as well. A critical part of this process is customer feedback. Following that, our regulator will give us a decision sometime in December. This is not automatic. It is a process that we've gone through before, and the regulator has done an excellent job of being very transparent and very open that they are committed to doing what is in the best interest of this island and holding us accountable for our levels of service and our levels of reliability.
Well, the Grand Bahama Port Authority Limited, or GBPA, as a regulatory authority with responsibility for the power sector in Grand Bahama and oversight of the Grand Bahama Power Company, issuing a statement on the tariff application submitted by the power company. According to the release, the application was received on September 23rd. As per the regulatory framework agreement, the power company is required to submit a filing for a rate case application, which should include a capital budget presentation, 5-year capital budget forecast, comprehensive plans on major operations, depreciation, and maintenance expenses. Now, as part of the consultation process, the Port Authority will provide public access to the rate plan proposal on their website and in local media. As regulator, the GBPA will execute due diligence and hold the utility to the highest level of accountability in order to ensure fiscal responsibility and appropriate investment is balanced with world-class customer service standards and reliability. The statement goes on to say that the Port Authority, noting that GBPA, that they will also conduct a 45-day public consultation process on the application prior to its final decision being made. The Port Authority goes on to say that submission of a rate case and GBPA's initial review by no means indicates that the application has been approved, but is a necessary part of a clearly outlined regulatory process. As per the regulatory framework agreement requirements, the Port Authority will thoroughly review the application in detail and provide a decision to the power company no later than December 1st, 2021. In other news, the injection of new business and economic activity could be just what is needed to bring the downtown city center back to its heydays. Tonight, the Minister for Grand Bahama is sharing exciting news about plans to revive downtown Freeport. The Minister for Grand Bahama excited about the possibilities of a downtown turnaround. She says very soon, the heart of Freeport will be transformed.
There are many things on the drawing board. I think day one, my first set of meetings turned into a tour downtown. And we're going to see a real downtown turnaround. Downtown is going to come alive because we are all aware that the anchor of downtown back in the day was the food store, the Winn-Dixie food store. Well, it won't be Winn-Dixie now, but food store will be opening back up, and other offices are going to be opening downtown.
She's also advising residents who have an interest in business to get prepared.
Look at opportunities for downtown. You may want to open up a business down there because things are going to be happening downtown.
And get this, the University of the Bahamas will also be placed downtown, which she believes will also assist in the flow of traffic to the area.
The University of the Bahamas will have a presence downtown, as well as being able to continue to be our research center in the East, in the location that was affected so terribly by Hurricane Dorian.
Minister Moxie says a number of other plans are in the pipelines and they will be announced soon. But she believes the revival of this island's economic center will bode well for businesses located in the area.
The businesses that have hung in there for so many years, just making it through all the storms and all the closures and everything else. They've hung in there, and so we believe that a new day is really, really here.
Meantime, the Ministry of Tourism is working to revive the island's tourism sector. Officials hosting a group of travel agents on a familiarization tour of Grand Bahama. The group arrived on board the Balearic Caribbean and were given a tour of tourism attractions on the island. Jamila Mizik reports.
The Ministry of Tourism continuing their efforts to promote Grand Bahama Island as an attractive destination to the international market. A group of 18 travel advisors from various travel agencies recently hosted here on Grand Bahama Island at the Viva Wyndham Resort. District Sales Manager at the Bahamas Tourism Office in Plantation, Florida, Felia Shiver says the familiarization tour of the island was a success.
We're excited to have them here, experience the island, what all the island of Grand Bahama has to offer, and that's one of our main goals in general, just generating business, new and immediate, to the islands of the Bahamas.
She says the agents were able to experience a number of activities on the island.
They were able to come over on the Balearic Caribbean, get that experience as transportation, just to see how easy and accessible it is from the South Florida market over to one of our closest islands, Grand Bahama Island. And what better way to sell the islands than to experience the islands. So they've been immersed in numerous activities such as, swimming with the pigs, just to get an idea of what their clients can experience when they're down. The whole goal is for them to bring clients over, and what makes this group so special, they focus in the Hispanic markets, and they were very eager to come over and experience Grand Bahama, and that is awesome for us here. So at the end, we want all of these hotels packed and ready to go.
Olivia Tito of the Punta Travel Agency based in Miami, Florida says they had a wonderful visit and are excited to return home to share their experiences with others in hopes of attracting more business to the island.
The agencies and the travel agents are going to be working on finding how they can conform a package, work on pricing, work on amenities offered, also trying to attract the Hispanic market by bringing, Puncana's trying to prepare combos to bring artists or someone to do some sort of activity here that will attract the market to come over, or possibly work with the Bahamian government to work on family reunification kind of trips, like people that come from Cuba, that the families will buy the packages in Miami for them, and they will come and everybody will have a great time here. Work on different avenues to sell the destination to our client base over there, which is pretty large. And right now they're focusing on other destinations, so we want to include this.
Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.
Now to news from education. The Minister of Works and Utilities, the Honorable Alfred Sayers, was on Grand Bahama recently to tour key infrastructure on the island. One of the major projects to be assessed, the junior school in the Holmes Rock community. Tonight, the District Superintendent of Education says that they are looking forward to the school's completion and opening.
Work is steadily progressing on the junior high school in the Holmes Rock community. According to the Director of Works, Melanie Roach, work is expected to be completed by the end of June 2022, and the goal is to have the school fully open to students for the September 2022 school year. District Superintendent of Education Ivan Butler says that the school is a welcomed and highly anticipated addition to the island.
This facility will service 4 primary schools, the West End Primary, the Holmes Rock Primary, Martintown, and the Bartlett Hill. So it is a much needed school in this area. We welcome it. I want to also say that this school has some very large rooms, which is ideal for us, particularly in this COVID environment. So our students will be able to come to school comfortably. It is state of the art. And this is what we are moving towards with the technology and education. So we look forward to its opening. We anticipate we're going to hold it directed to that date. And we really, really welcome this addition. We really, really welcome this addition in the Grand Bahama area.
The district superintendent adding that the school will benefit hundreds of students in the Western District.
We have a minimum of about 400 students that graduate or move from primary school into the secondary school every year. Most of those students have to go into the Freeport area, or they do go into the Freeport area. But this school, we feel, will definitely keep them in West Grand Bahama.
Butler noting that last year, Grand Bahama boasted of being the largest district to have face-to-face learning safely during the pandemic, and adds that parents are anxiously awaiting this sense of normalcy. He says now that the students are learning virtually, this district is still leading the way.
We are awaiting protocols as it relates to the Ministry of Health. But again, I also want to say that the Grand Bahama district is still leading the nation with online students who are online, who are registering online. So our students are online, taking advantage of the virtual platform. Nevertheless, we understand that the brick and mortar situation is the best one for our students, but it's only a matter of time now. We feel that our students will be back in school.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
That's going to take us to our first break. Stay with us. There's more news when we come back.